ever get in like a debate over music? You know, like a real dude, you just don't get it kind of debate.
We're going deep on why we even care so much,
Mm.
diving into the aesthetics of popular music. And no, this isn't about just like trashing your friend's Spotify Wrapped.
We've got an expert who's gonna like help us unpack some seriously interesting ideas about how we value music.
Right, yeah. So ready to see those top 40 charts in a whole new light?
Oh, for sure. Always down for that.
Okay, so it's interesting how we talk about music as being authentic, right? Like
Oh.
that's what makes it good, that it's like a direct line to the artist's soul.
Yeah, totally. Like we praise a singer-songwriter, say like Springsteen, for pouring his heart out, but then call, I don't know, Duran Duran manufactured.
Right, and Frith uses that exact example. It's like even if we say it's not about authenticity, we're still making choices.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Like we gravitate towards certain sounds, have those visceral reactions to others. So there's something else going on.
Totally. Like our internal playlists aren't random, they mean something. Like, okay, if it's not just about this realness, then what's Frith saying? Why do we connect with certain music so much?
Get ready for this, because Frith says it's less about reflecting who we are and more about shaping who we are.
Wait, hold on. It's not a mirror. It's more like, what, a mold? That's kind of deep.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And he uses this example of like the Billboard charts. We see them as this objective measure of what's hot, what's not. But
Yeah, like it's science.
right. But they're not neutral. Frith's saying those rankings with their specific criteria, they actually define what we consider popular.
So they're not just reflecting our tastes, they're like creating them. That's kind of wild when you think about it.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, they're telling us what to like.
Yeah, in a way. And it's not just like music,
Yeah.
right? You've got news, advertising, all trying to, shape our perceptions,
Mhm.
telling us who we are, what to buy.
Okay, but music, it hits different, right? You don't
Yeah.
see people like crying over a billboard,
Right.
but a song,
Oh,
a
absolutely.
whole other story.
It's got this like emotional intensity.
Huh.
Creates this sense of belonging, a shared experience that goes way beyond just information.
100%. Like, remember, okay, this is going to sound so old, but when Nirvana hit, it wasn't just the music, it was this whole thing you felt like you were part of.
Exactly. And that's what Frith's getting at.
Yeah.
Music with that, like emotional power, it shapes our identities even more than other media. Helps us express who we are, who we want to be, who we connect with.
So, like, how's that work day to day then? How does music actually shape us, does Frith say?
He does, yeah. He identifies these 4 key functions of music. They're like these lenses to understand its power.
Ooh, frameworks. I love it. Lay it on me.
All right, so first up, you've got identity. Like our taste in music, the bands we wear on our t-shirts. Literally, they all signal something about who we are.
It's like a sonic signature, kind of.
Right. And then there's emotional management. Think about those like heart-wrenching breakup songs
Don't even.
or those anthems that just make you feel unstoppable.
Yeah.
Fritz's point is that pop music, especially love songs, they give us this language for feelings that's like way more nuanced than we might use ourselves.
Oh, yeah. A song will just get it, you know, when you can't find the words. Okay, what's number 3?
All right, so this one's collective memory. Music has this wild power to just like transport us back in time. A melody can bring back these vivid memories.
Oh, totally. Like that song that was playing at your prom or...
Exactly. That summer road trip playlist, it's a time machine. And it's not just personal, right? Music creates this shared experience. Those anthems that define generations, the soundtracks to movements, they bind us together through time.
Okay, now I'm getting nostalgic. Hit me with the last one. What's the final function?
Last but not least, possession. Remember that feeling when someone disses your favorite band and it's like weirdly personal?
The worst. Like, more than just disagreeing about music, it's like they're coming for you.
Exactly. Frith argues we possess music, it's so tied up in who we are that defending our taste is like self-defense.
Like that story in the source material, right? About the critic who gets hate mail for giving, was it Phil Collins a bad review?
Yes. People were furious because to them, it wasn't just Phil Collins, right?
It's them.
Exactly. So it's not just to each their own, like some people try to argue. Frith's saying there's way more going on.
It's this weird paradox. We experience music so personally, but those experiences are shaped by all this stuff that's bigger than us. Like it's the context, the culture,
The whole shebang.
Yes. And Frith even talks about this almost transcendent experience of music, which I think is really transcendent. Okay, so like music is an escape from reality. Is that what he's saying?
Not really, no. It's more like Music can be so powerful that it makes us really think about our place in reality, you know?
Okay, yeah.
Like, think about those times a song just cuts through and you see things differently, maybe even about yourself.
Those whoa moments. Yeah, I get it.
Exactly. It's like music clarifies things. And Frith's suggesting that's bigger than just us, you know? It's like it taps into this shared human experience, emotions that connect us on this other level.
So it's not about liking the same bands as your friends. It's like music connecting to something bigger than all of us.
Right. It's how music, even when we experience it alone, can reveal something fundamental about being human.
Wow, okay. Deep stuff. So, like, where does this leave us? If music is this force that shapes us, influences us, connects us, what are we supposed to do with that?
That's the question, right? Frith doesn't give a how-to guide, but he
Yeah.
gives us this framework, this understanding.
He'd probably say getting it is the first step, right? Like realizing just how much music shapes us so we can make conscious choices about what we listen to, how it affects us.
Absolutely. Be active listeners, engaged, aware of the power it has.
So, as we wrap up this deep dive, here's something to think about. If music's this powerful, what does it mean to choose music that challenges us, pushes our boundaries, maybe even helps us connect to something beyond ourselves, something to think about? Until next time, happy listening.